Welcome to Top the Drops, Gala's weekly show featuring the best in Web3 music. I'm Taco, your host, and I just found out that my father-in-law has discovered this show. Dad, how's it going? Is this what you imagined for your daughter? She could marry a doctor or a rocket scientist, and she settled for a Web3 music YouTube host. We're living the dream, right? Okay, fun show today. Bucks is stopping by with one of her friends, and we're going to dig into some of the things we are excited about with the new Gala music platform. Let's start it off with our drop bot. Bot, take it away.
Thank you, Taco. Yes, that's right. It's time for the hottest Web3 music drops of the week. It's me, the Pedro Pascal of AI-generated speech, Gala Music's very own drop bot. So let's go! First up, we've got Do You Believe by Alexander Nate on Gala Music. This is Alexander Nate's third drop on Gala Music, and the singer is quickly building an impressive Web3 track record. And his newest drop adds another trophy to the case. Do You Believe has already minted 100 editions. In at number 6, it's Crying in Sunshine by Feli on Sound. You know those days where it feels like nothing is going right? Well, Feli does, and he tells us about it on his newest release. The brutally honest bop minted 116 editions. At 5, it's Forever by Gianni Blue. While this is Gianni's first drop with Royal, it's not his first foray into Web3 music. The DJ and producer has previously done multiple drops with Sound. He's tokenizing 12% of Forever's royalty and selling those to fans. At 4, we've got Run by Bloody White on Sound. Bloody White is becoming a familiar name within the Web3 music space. And for good reason. The newest drop with Sound minted 783 editions. Hot in at number 3, it's Gone by G2 on Gala Music. G2 is a Korean-American hip-hop artist based in LA but originally from Dallas, Texas. This is G2's first release with Gala Music, and it's fully sold out! In the number 2 spot is So Far Away by David Guetta and Martin Garrix. This is Another Block's first release since Bitch Better Have My Money by Rihanna. While this song is David Guetta and Martin Garrix, it's actually featured artist Romy Dyer that is selling part of her share of the royalties. So Far Away minted 200 editions and is sold out. And coming in at number 1 this week is the Dreams Never Die Founders Pass. Dreams Never Die is a Web3 record label and DAO looking to build an incubator for brand new artists. They released their Founders Pass as a way for the masses to get involved with what they're building. This drop minted 1,000 editions and is sold out! So there you have it. Those are the top drops of Web3 music this week. I wonder what else has been going on in the music space. Back to you in the studio, Taco.
Gala film pitch number 37. It's a sitcom with May and Dropbot living together in a London apartment, trying to make it together in the big city. Hilarity ensues. Thoughts? Okay, next up, I sat down with Julian, one of our music strategists, to discuss All Access, one of the things I am most excited for with the Gala platform. Let's hear that chat now. Julian, 2 weeks in a row, you're appearing on Top of the Drops. Some might think that you're coming for my job, but you're not coming for my job, right?
I could never do what you do, Taco. Bucks has told me many a time that.
Oh, like she calls you up to be like, just so you know, you can never do what Taco does?
Yeah, it's not happening. She's like, I see you, the two said the same thing. I see the 2 weeks in a row. Just know, stay in your place. This is not you. This is him. I know it's crazy, but this is the state of Gala music.
I like that. Not to say you aren't doing valuable things for Gala. Like, I get to do the fun stuff while you're behind the scenes actually grinding, strategist with Gala. I wanted to have you on because you're doing one of the things I'm most excited about with this new platform. You are basically in charge of all access. By now, people will have heard a bit about it. Tell me about just the overview of what is all access and why are you as excited as I am?
Yeah, and I'm excited to be able to call it all access. We've been referring to this thing as Fan Store for months now. And privately before this, we conferred with each other, like, are we allowed to say all access? Is this public? But it's on the website, so it's not a leak as I understand it. But yeah, all access, super exciting. I think it's the most fun job in the company, if I'm being honest. But we think about it as kind of like this fan experience and rewards platform. So we're obviously working with a bunch of different artists at Gala Music. They want to connect with their fans want to be able to connect and experience amazing things with those artists, and all access is where all of that happens.
The thing I love about it is a lot of the experiences I'm seeing so far are pretty unique and catered to those artists, which for me is the stuff I want. Even if it's an emerging artist, I'm hearing people talk about things like, you know, hey, I'm an artist, go to a baseball game with me, or we'll hang out at Waffle House. Different fun stuff like that you wouldn't normally think of, but sounds like an amazing experience. What are some of the ones, you don't have to name specific artists, I don't know if we're allowed to do that yet. What are some of the experiences you've heard that you're like, oh, that's actually pretty dope?
Yeah, I think the Waffle House experience is on the Taco page, which is not live yet, but I'm excited for that one. But yeah, absolutely. So we have a full artist success team, and they've been doing an amazing job, not only reaching out to each of the artists that are on Gala Music, but really understanding what motivates them, what they're excited about in their careers, what their passions are, and then tailoring these all access experiences to be made for these artists and their fans. So some of the ones that we have coming up, you've got kind of the more basic ones. And I say basic with an asterisk because none of this is really basic, but like backstage access to a future show, virtual Zoom jam sessions, guest starring in a music video. But then you have, to your point, kind of the really bespoke things. So we have an artist that if she's written a book, you can get a signed copy of her book. We have another artist who will write your mom a song for Mother's Day. So some really cool, unique items, things that I've never seen on any other platform, let alone any other company doing something like this. So we're really excited about it.
So we do have verbal confirmation there will be a Taco page live at some point. Great.
Did I say that? I don't know if that's set yet.
Beyond having just like the artists that we have on the platform, there's also going to be a ton more than that. What are some of the, I don't want to say generic experiences, but non-Gala artist related experiences?
Yeah, so this next month is going to be where we really roll out all access with the red carpet. So really excited to be announcing different partnerships and activations that we have going on. So you can imagine that playing around on the Gala Music platform might get you VIP tickets to your favorite festival, or maybe you can listen to your Gala Music tracks with your Gala Music branded AirPods. So we really want to have a bunch of curated products and experiences with some of our friends in the industry. So look out for those partnership announcements and a bunch of these like truly money can't buy experiences.
Money can't buy experiences and plenty of merch because everybody loves merch.
Exactly. Yeah, I need to get a wall like you behind me. I need to get a Gala Music hoodie. I've been just rocking this generic one. It's not going to work for much longer.
Yeah, I know. I need an official Gala Taco hat. Should be in there somewhere. And I'm not the only one who wants that. I think a lot of people watching want an official Gala Music / Taco co-branded hat?
No, I've seen the messages in Discord. I know what the community wants. I've got a pulse as well. Don't worry. Well, we've got some exciting things coming.
Again, I have to spin things so they're all about me. I'm a bad person, but I embrace it, and I think so it's fine.
I would never say that.
Great. Thanks. I know we can't go into a ton of the details, but I was just super excited, so want to get everyone else on board with a lot of really great stuff that you can't get anywhere else, which is what we're looking for here. And if people have kick-ass suggestions, hit us up, because you're the community. This is what we're doing for you. I'd love to hear some of your weird thoughts on things.
No, me as well. Like, we are always looking for things that people want, right? Like, we think these are the things that we want, that our community wants, but at the same time, you never really know until it's live. So if you have ideas, no matter how wacky or crazy, the wackier, the crazier, the better. Like, that is what we want this experience store to be chocked full of.
And for our international community, this isn't just going to be US centric. We're going to have stuff for everybody.
Yeah, it's going to be international in the sense that there'll be events all around the world on the platform, but also a bunch of virtual things. So maybe you don't want to leave your house. That's totally fine. You do a virtual jam session with one of your favorite artists. So there's going to be a lot of different options.
I'm desperate to leave my house, and so we'll leave those for somebody else.
Fair enough.
Great. Thank you so much, Julian, and we will talk to you next week, I guess.
If you say so. 3 weeks in a row? Seems like a lot.
That's probably a lot.
Awesome. Thanks, Taco.
Thank you, Julian, as always. When Scott found out that you were going to be on the show 2 weeks in a row, he got a little bit jealous. So I agreed to bring him on to also chat about some exciting Gala news. All right, Scott, here's your chance. You're on top of the drops. Let's get into it. Do you want to start with what we're doing at NFT NYC?
I'd first like to start with some more brownie points, because, I mean, exclusive merch here, baby. Taco, I got it, I thought I was the favorite. Jeez. Yeah, okay, NFT NYC. Did I say that right? Sure. New York. In 2 weeks, there's going to be this, that has a stage, right? That you're coming.
I'm coming. Yeah.
Okay, good. Then I'm sure I'll see you there.
Sweet. Do you want to talk about the big name that we're dropping soon? The big fun project you've been working on for what seems like 100 years?
No.
Sweet. All right. Can we talk about the big activation we have planned for this April?
Who's your favorite now? And I'll tell you, yeah, you know what? I will give you a little hint. In April. It's April 13th is my birthday.
All right. Well, happy birthday in advance.
Thanks. But yeah, you're gonna be at the April event, right?
Yeah, for sure going to be at the April event.
Do you know what it is?
What the event is?
Yeah.
I know what the event is.
Well, so you don't want to tell him. You're trying to get bucks mad at me. Hey, Taco, you're not slick, bro.
All right, I guess that's all we're able to leak today.
Yep.
Sorry,
Thanks.
everybody. Sometimes Scott's a little difficult. I might have hurt his feelings earlier. But we have an activation at NFT NYC and then a different activation in April. And with a big name that we're dropping soon. Does that cover it?
Yeah, that's yeah. Nailed it. Killed it. See, you didn't even need me today. Of course, I'm never on here.
Hey, great. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah.
Scott, this was super, super useful. Was that helpful? Probably not. But Bucks told us we're not allowed to leak anything yet. and I still wanted to have Scott on the show. So there it is. Speaking of bucks, here she is.
Hi guys, how's it going? A Bugs Bulletin live on top of the drops, which is nice. Hopefully you've been following along some of the announcements in the Discord channel, but I wanted to give you a heads up on 3 key things today as part of this segment. I did get invited back, so that's a bonus. It just took a little bit longer than anticipated. So it's day 3. The tech deployment has started. We're up and running. We've got, I think last time I checked, just over 8,000 active nodes in the ecosystem now, so that's great. A little way to go still, of course. And I know that over 5,000 of them have now been activated by pairing with a track. So that is also good news. Still a ways to go there. There is support if ever you need it, node owners and now operators in the Discord channel. It's pretty instantaneous. You can always submit a ticket through support as well. Please, 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 please remember that we will never DM you first. There are so many new eyeballs coming into the ecosystem, which is positive, but there's also those awful scammers as well. So please be careful. We won't ever come out and sort of DM you or contact you first. So if we look like we have, it's a phony, and please report them as well. So in regards to information flow, I know there's an awful lot that still needs to be answered. A source of truth will be coming at you very shortly. That will have the blow by blow information you need on things like pairing, on the community hosting, how that works, what you can do. The system, as some of you have already discovered, is pretty flexible and responsive, so you can get things out of the node slots and put them back in. You can have your own stuff, you can host other people's. There are plenty of tracks in the ecosystem, so every node owner will be able to have tracks paired, which will of course enable listen-based rewards, which is good. You also, as a node owner, will be dropped a track. That was meant to be a surprise, but I kind of ruined it already. So just to confirm that will happen, I believe tomorrow. There were some delays in the first day of distribution. Please see the announcements channel in Discord for blow by blow updates. I got it right that time. But we'll obviously get into email cycles as well. You would have noticed we haven't sent out big group emails yet. That's purely because, or we didn't yesterday, and that's purely because we want the system to be up and running, and obviously tempering the traffic a little bit does help when it's the first time to get just over 25,000 nodes online as well. And of those 25,000 nodes, I think there's over 12,000 unique holders. So that's pretty exciting too. IPFS is going to be really impressed and proud of us. We are a huge proportion of their traffic already with It's Gala, that wonderful song that I think pretty much all of you should have had if you're participating in the ecosystem. So that's always been quite exciting. But the fact that we're now able to host, the tracks that you are listening to on Gala Music are hosted by the community. And I think that is pretty darn cool and a huge step forward for all of us. So exciting times ahead. Talking about exciting times ahead, item 2, the things that are happening, rollout once the early tech phase is complete, and we've quashed the bugs that we need to quash, and we've fixed the issues that you guys help us to highlight. That's why Discord is so incredibly valuable to us. That troubleshooting and raising new FAQs that we maybe haven't considered or we didn't perceive would be an issue is very helpful. We will start our activation. So as of next week, you're going to see increased activity in and around the platform. Please support as much as you can. It's all very appreciated. And we're all aiming for the same thing, right? Which is forgive my meeting tone, which is a successful, thriving, scaling ecosystem that everybody benefits from and enjoys. So one of those announcements next week will center around NFT NYC. We do have a presence there. We're doing something pretty exciting with the icon artists we've chatted about, or I think leaked maybe a little before. that's an artist we've never had an association with before or done anything with. So we're really excited about that. And we think the activation is pretty special. And so you will hear a little bit more about that on next week's show, I believe. Along with that, we are going to start talking about another activity in NYC, which is actually the open mic. We are going to supercharge it this time around. Loved LA. It was great. Taco's video, documentary, random, but cute. We're going to do something slightly different, and I think you'll be pleased with the new community that's going to bring in and engage. Super important to us, super important to artists as well. And I think it will show you how we're planning on starting to ramp things up and scale, whilst, of course, we start evolving the experience on the platform as well. So lots of news coming next week. Stay tuned and please share it as you see it, because that's always useful to everyone. Third and final item, number 3 on the Bucks Bulletin, Snoop Dogg and stash boxes. So some of you know that I got to spend some really good time actually with Snoop last week. We talked about our plans for 2023, what we're going to do together. We're going to see a lot more of Snoop and I think feel a lot more of his influence, which is a great thing. I don't think anyone can deny that he is a force in not just, music, but actually in media and entertainment in general. And actually just a thoroughly wonderful human being that's been incredibly supportive in the background as well. Stash box holders, I know you feel a little forgotten, and I do apologize for that. You shouldn't. And lots of expectations were set early on. I know that when the stash boxes were originally launched, it was almost the very first week of music, and there was connectivity to games and things as well. We're going to evolve the offering for stash box holders in a similar way to orbs holders because of Snoop's involvement across now music and film. You're going to hear some more about that soon. We're going to make it that sort of elite club so that you're able to access discounts, pre-releases. And there is something that we're trying to put together for you as well that's a little bit extra special that will solely go to you guys. This doesn't affect, I know there might be questions around how does that work with your All Access store? Yes, there will absolutely be things in store from Snoop. Of course, it's in, he's a big name on our platform, but the stash box holders, you will have certain things that are gated just for you guys. And I know the event was very popular that we did with Snoop before. He is going to be in the UK a little bit more this year as well. So we will have more opportunities for that coming up this year too. So some nice face-to-face things and some other benefits as well. So there's lots on the roadmap. And as I say, like the orbs, we are going to keep that feeling like a decent fan club and give it utility. There's music coming as well. We just need to figure out some of that, how that works with the artist pools, because of course there is now, putting beans against things. So I'm just trying to work out the interplay between a stash box holder and an inner circle, and then somebody that's, holding beans as well. Holding beans, it's so cute. But if we do it in the way that we did with the orbs, where we just drop tracks, it becomes obviously infinitely easier to keep those two worlds complementing and not clashing. Talking about worlds, at the end of this show, this delightful interjection of entertainment in your life, if you hop over to Discord, there might be something special happening in relation to the last item I've just mentioned. So when you're done here, maybe have a hop on over there. It won't start until we're done here. You won't miss out, but there might be a special guest that comes along, and we might be leaking some information about what we're up to in regards to some of our open mic and emerging artists as well. So pop into the Discord if you can. It's always entertaining in there, to say the least. And I will see you there very soon. All right, guys, take care. Bye.
Everything's amazing. Quick update, I am on level 530 for Meow Match. The interview with Julian was recorded yesterday. That's why I have more facial hair and I'm wearing a different outfit. And that's about it for today. Here is a QR code for your chance to win a Please and Thank You NFT.